Hey guys, welcome to a new episode in our shorter digital classroom episodes. Now, one of the most beautiful light setups is without any doubt the Rembrandt setup, and it's not because I'm Dutch. Today in the video I'm going to show you a very quick setup to create some amazing Rembrandt lighting. I'm using the Geekoto softbox with a grid of course, and the Frank Dorov Rogue flashbender also with the grid. Now the flashbender you can also configure it as a softbox, as a snoot, or just as a bare reflector, but I just love using it as a strip light. Now the main thing about the Rembrandt triangle is that you have to place your lights in the side of your model. I see a lot of people trying the Rembrandt triangle by placing the light in front, and it doesn't work. You have to make sure that you see the triangle of color and of course those shadows. So let's go to our studio with our model Linde and let's see how we set it up. As you can see here, I'm using the Geekoto on one side and actually the flashbender as a fill-in. Now you can use the flashbender also as your main light setup and of course this softbox as your fill-in. It just depends what you want. If you want a little bit more light on your backdrop, for example, you can feather your softbox. For example, if you aim it directly at your model, you'll have a nice accent light. But if you aim it a little bit more in between the backdrop and your model, you can actually create the sides of the light to light the backdrop and a little bit of the other side of the light to light your model. And by angling that softbox, you can actually create the depth that you want. So more light on the backdrop or more light on your model. It's a very, very flexible lighting setup. Now, the thing that I love about this setup is actually the flashbender. Now, you can do the setup without any accent lighting, but at that point, I always think it's a little bit too dark. By using that flashbender, you're really opening it up and you can choose to have it just as an accent light or create something really nice with, for example, a nice accent on the jawline. Let's take a look at some images we shot with this setup. Now, the thing that I love about this new Geekoto softbox, by the way, and also the Frank Dorov flashbender, is that they are very, very easy to carry with you when you're traveling. And that's one of the most important things, right? We want to make sure that we set up stuff really fast and that we don't have to travel with a lot of gear. So let's take a look at how we assemble actually the flashbender. As you can see, it's totally flat. And you can just fold it in any way that you want. It's literally a flash bender. Now in this case I'm mounting the strip light. It's very easy to do, as you can see. Now it's compatible with rectangular strobes and round strobes. In our case we're using it on a GT250 from Geekoto, so that's a round strobe. So no problem at all. Now let's take a look at the softbox, because there's something really special about this softbox. Now, softboxes on location are always awesome, but you also have to take into account that you have to carry with you a speed ring. And often with softboxes, this can take a little bit more space than you would wish for. Geekoto found the solution. Now look at this. We're setting it up really easy. Just place the speed ring between those two little knobs and just press down and click. Well, bob's your uncle. It's very, very easy. Disassembling, just as easy. You just press in the grid and now you release and there you go, and it's really, really flat. Well, here you can see the flashbender and the Geekoto on one little bunch. So yeah, it doesn't take up any room in your case. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tip about the Rembrandt lighting. If you want to see more, join us on our Patreon or of course on our YouTube channel. Leave comments, hit that like and subscribe button because we really like that, and see you again next time. Bye guys.